Well, hi, everybody. Good morning. Hey there. Happy Friday. Yay. I get to sleep in tomorrow. Hey, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room. This is a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat. And a lot of people just like to turn this on and sit down to their machine and get some work done. So this is a really good time to be sewing with a friend, right? So I can see we've got lots of folks here in the chat already. We have a newbie I saw. Cindy is new. So welcome, Cindy. Glad you have joined us. If you're new, put it in the chat. We do have a welcoming committee running around somewhere. And we have a virtual kitchen. Please make yourself at home and get some coffee and hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up on your way into the kitchen. If you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate that very much. So nice to have everybody here. Yes, you guys, we're going to do a little giveaway today. So do a hashtag Power Tools, all one word, not Power Tools with Thread, just hashtag, which is the pound sign up above the 3 on your keyboard, and Power Tools. Okay, no space. And today I'm going to give you guys a cute little pattern called Cross Trainer from the Fat Quarter Shop by It's So Emma. This is so cute. Uses 8 fat quarters for the blocks and then some yardage and whatnot for the border. And then I've got a cute little Cat's Meow charm pack from Riley Blake. How about that? That's adorable. I know some little girl would just love a play mat or, something, a little quilt with this. So that's adorable. That's a darling. Cat's Meow by Sean Wallace for Riley Blake. All right, good. And the Cross Trainer quilt pattern from It's So Emma. This is adorable. This is the most, this is a great pattern. If you've got fabrics that have like focus fabrics, like animals and that kind of thing, each one of those center blocks would work great. See how they did it on that one right there in the yellow? That would work great. That's beautiful. Fun little quilt. Okay. Yay. So at the beginning of this week, I was lamenting that I had several half-finished projects. I had 3 unfinished quilts and taxes to do yet. Yeah, you guys always get to hear me moan about taxes from about March until June. So the taxes should be wrapped up. If not today, then this weekend for sure. But earlier this week, I did finish the chickens quilt, and you guys had seen that. And yesterday, I'm going to turn you around. Yesterday, we finished Candyland. All done. Yay! That is Candyland by Villarosa Designs. That's the pattern. And the fabric is called Land of Enchantment from Moda. And I just love it. I like it because this fabric is just so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So check it out. Lots of hummingbirds in New Mexico. Land of Enchantment is I'm too close. Land of Enchantment is the state motto for New Mexico. And this, let's see, where is it? Where is it? Do I go up? That fabric right there in that dark navy blue, that is the backing. So that is just gorgeous. And then it also had a panel. So see the butterfly and the little piece up there? That is a panel. Do I label my quilts? I will. Yeah, this one is actually scheduled. Oh, and that green on the side, that is going to be the binding. So, and it is a bunch of feathers and whatnot. So I want to see, I'm going to look at it here. So the symbol, the state symbol is a Zuni sun. And I'm back around this way. My son's in-laws. Okay, so my daughter-in-law's parents, right? Her dad has a Zuni sun tattooed somewhere. He absolutely loves everything about New Mexico. So I'm going to get this quilted up and send it to them, and they're welcome to it, right? So I kind of had him in mind. It's a little, I won't call it feminine looking, just because it does have a lot of floral in it, features, a lot of floral features. But it also has so many New Mexico things. There's actually in the turquoise stripe, there are coyotes and spiders, little bitty, it's got lots of little things in it, and you've got to stare at the quilt to see it. And it's got lots of wolves in it as well. The lobo is what they call that out there in New Mexico. So yeah, you're right, Deb. It feels great to check something off. It absolutely does. And but it'll look good, over the back of a chair in their living room, or if they want to, throw it on the corner of the bed or so, whatever. They're getting it. That's all there is to it. I had shown the fabric to my son. I was like, do you want this? Because he used to live there as well. And he's like, no, but Jeff would probably like it. I said, okay, Jeff's going to get it. I don't think anybody's ever given Jeff a quilt. So anyway, well, good. Lots of stuff's going on here. Lobo is Spanish for wolf. Yeah, right. Made by Margie. Yeah. I loved living out there. I lived in Albuquerque from 90 to 92, and it is an absolutely gorgeous place to live. Nice and dry. Never had any bugs. It was great. Spiders, no bugs, because there's no water out there. So very, very cool. Real nice. I was stationed at Kirtland Air Force Base out there for 2 years. Woo, hot coffee. All right, some stuff I want to talk to you guys about. I made notes on my phone. In the description box below, underneath the video, it's got, some words, and then it'll say more ... Tap on that, and I've got links to everything I'm going to be telling you guys about. Right now, there is a special going on at Sew Tights, and it is a buy one, get one half off. That's a deal. If you're a long armor and you've been wanting to get those magnums, right? Now is the time. So that's a heck of a sale on those. I needed 4 of the, or 3 tins of the magnums, I think. How many did I need? In order, you don't have to do it. If you float your top, you don't need them for sure. But handy. Well, good morning, Frito. Frito's here. Good morning, Frito. What's Mama got? Is that my girl? Lady, give me what's in the bag. Give me what's in the bag. Yes, don't you like one? Oh, sweetheart. So, all right, you're a good girl. We had a little regression yesterday in our training of chickens. So, she got a little zap on the collar because she didn't know when to let go. So chicken was in high distress. She's fine though. The chicken's fine. Yeah, Frito, she's a cattle dog. You gotta be careful. Gotta watch her. But she's getting it. So she's okay. She slept good last night after all the running around she was doing chasing those chickens. But so right, Sew Tights. And if you go there, would you please use my link? That helps me out a lot. Keeps me able to keep you guys entertained. And then the Sew and Sail cruise for May, the flyer is out. May of 2025 out of Galveston. Go to sewandsailcruise.com, and the flyer's out. You guys, they're already booking up, and I don't know how many they're going to take on this particular cruise, but it is you need to get your reservation in if you want to go. Okay, so that's on there. Designs by Juju will be there. Of course, I'll be there, and then Handy Quilter will be on board from Two Chicks Quilting. So that's very exciting. A lot of fun there. We're going to have some long arms you can play with. Won't that be awesome? And then let's see, what else did I want to tell you? It's on my phone. I wrote it down. Yeah. Oh, I got a new cutting mat. Yay! You guys, I have been looking for a large cutting mat for my big cutting table for a long time. Long time. And the one that I had, I got at the Houston Festival probably 2015 or so. And it worked great, but the company that I got it from stopped showing up at the show. And then so the surface of that mat, it got a lot of grooves in it. It's hard to find one that size. This is 36 by 60. And it's hard to find one that size that's self-healing. And self-healing mats, you can see them at quilt shops. Even they get ruts in them, right? And you get lots of fibers in there and whatnot. So I had told you guys yesterday, I'm going to go to the quilt show Road to California in Ontario, California in January of 25. So I was looking on the website for that, and I was cruising through the list of vendors on there, and it said big rotary cutting mat, big mats. And I was like, what is that? Right. And I clicked on it and I looked, and there's these two young ladies. This company, I guess, is like 40 years old, but they bought the company. And these mats are made in the US. And these two young ladies are two little entrepreneurs. And I reached out to them. I said, hey, I need a mat. And it arrived yesterday. I'm so excited. Do you want to see it? I'll have to roll you over there if you want to see it. You want to go on a little road trip across my room? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I'd have to take the computer. Let's see. So anyway, I don't think I can. I shouldn't have promised that. But you can see it. It arrived yesterday. I'm going to turn you over there and let you look. So there's my table, and the new mat is on the table. But I don't think you're going to be able to see it, because if I raise this up, the light is going to be in the way. Yeah. See, you guys, I am permanently connected. I will show it on Sunday, June 4th on my Sunday Live, because I'll be at that table when I do that show. But I know I needed a new one too. Now, this one, it's a totally different surface than my old cutting mat. And it's much thinner. And you use they send you a little scraper with it to clean it. And I trimmed up all of the rows on Candyland after it arrived, and I laid it out and everything, and I trimmed up the rows. Very pleased. I like it very much. You don't have to like bear down with your rotary cutter. I mean, it just slides right across it. It's amazing. It has a very, very cool feel to it. So I put a link below as well. And Bernadette, the Sunday Live is going to be June 16th. It's the third Sunday of the month. I switched to third Sundays, my friend. 6 lives a week were too much for this cat. So anyway, if you need a big mat for a large cutting table, and she told me, I think they also make them for those of you that have those craft tables from Joann's where like the sides fold down, you know those? I used to have one. And they make them for that, so that when you fold up the sides, you've got your whole mat there. How cool is that? Very neat. And if you've got a really weird sized cutting space and that anything that they have online doesn't fit, they will custom make you one. Very, very good company. So I'm real happy. I was real happy to talk to them. I'm looking forward to meeting them at Road to California. So if you're going to be there and you need a mat, check that out. But I don't have any kind of coupon code or promo code or anything like that. If there's a note, place when you order, you can put referred by Power Tools with Thread if you want, just so they know that I'm promoting them, and that's it. But tell them I sent you. So very, very neat. Yeah, I'm very happy to have a new cutting mat. It looks so good. My other one, I keep looking at it over here. It finally, I was wearing off the markings. I had been cutting on that for, almost 10 years. And I had cut off I know Faber, it is an awesome company, and I really am very pleased to partner up with them. So far so good. I've only had it like 24 hours, but I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm really excited about that. All right, so today I'm going to digitize the letters for some more letters, 3 of them at least, for the word scarecrow. I did SCA the other day, and then yesterday I cut them out. So hopefully get them digitized. You know what I had wanted to do? I wanted to, oh, Carol, that's funny. Power Tools with Thread was his best salesman. I've got a targeted audience here, right? I mean, you guys, why are you here if you don't stitch? And you need the things that that I show you. Sometimes, you need some of it. So, and you guys, I don't show you anything that I don't like. If that mat on my first couple cuts of it, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have brought it up. So, what is a self-healing mat, Faber? So, is it a self-healing mat? It is not. It does not need to be. So the surface, you know how self-healing mats feel kind of, I don't know, what's like skin almost. They're soft, right? They have a kind of a soft feel to them. This one doesn't feel like that. This one feels like a real firm surface. And the numbers are really bright and you can see them. They're in blue. So you can see it all on there. We need it all. I know Kay says we need it all. Oh, you like that, Tiffany? Yeah. So she just discovered my channel and wants to thank me for the tips and tricks, the turn of cloth. You've been looking for ways to improve your accuracy. I have that linked below as well, you guys. That is a garment sewing term, and it changes your life when it comes to making points for sure. You'll get very, very accurate. Flying geese, springy. Who makes these mats? Kathleen asks. It is called Big Mat, and their website is Big Mat Rotary Cutting Surface. I've got a link right below in the description box, and you can see it there. But yeah, they're out of California, so that's very cool. Got to help out our local entrepreneurs, right? Arva's right. It is Anna. Anna has the big mats. Anna is who I spoke to. Yes. So, okay. So, what I was thinking about was, you know how when I'm showing you guys in Embrilliance and I'll do a drop down menu or something and you can't see that because the software, it comes up as a different pop-up window kind of thing. And my streaming software doesn't allow me to share. It doesn't show that new window. And so I was thinking, not today, but probably next week, I'm going to set up something so that I have a camera behind me that's looking at my screen. And then I've got a camera switcher box here. And then when I get ready to do Embrilliance, I'll switch over to that camera. So you'll actually be like looking over my shoulder, and that'll be cool. And then you can see everything that I'm doing, because I don't like it when you can't see what I'm doing. So yes, we are boosting the economy. That's right. We have to do all we can. Michelle, keep Michelle in your prayers. She's fixing to be inundated with a load of grandchildren and 3 big dogs. Woo, girl, you're gonna need some Red Bull. Yep, fancy camera work. I know, Alicia. I need to get that so you guys can see that. So, all right, I'm gonna jump over to Embrilliance now. And where are we at? So these are I've got the letters up from yesterday. Let me turn this. Hold on. I need to turn on Darla. And then I need to get my handy dandy little Power Tools with Thread USB. They came in. Okay. It's got logos on it for sewing. It's a regular USB. This is at powertoolswiththreadstore.com. Okay. It has a regular USB, but it also has a USB-C, the little bitty one, right? That's cool because a lot of laptops nowadays and computers only have one USB port. I don't know about you, but mine is usually taken up with the dongle for my wireless mouse and keyboard. Or you got to have, you know, one of those multi things, which I do. You can never have enough USB ports, you guys. All right. So let me pop this in my ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. I love that. Okay. I need to share screen. Let's see. All right. And let me go to window. And why do I have? All right. Embrilliance. That's what I want. Yay. Thank you, Kay. I saw your sticker, sweetheart. You're very thoughtful. Thank you. Okay, so this is the letters from the other day. I'm just clicking out of these, you guys, and not saving them. Okay. Let me get a new, there we go. So I need to import the download for the letters, and I'm going to go to Stitch Artist right here, this button. This is Embrilliance, and when you get Embrilliance, you get a whole bunch of icons you can play with, right? But you won't have this one if you don't buy Stitch Artist, and you won't have this one if you don't have Embrilliance Enthusiast, okay? So I'm going to click on Create, and that is Stitch Artist. And when I click that, I get a whole bunch more icons and buttons down here. But this is the one I want, the vector. Now, if you only have Stitch Artist 1, it'll say image, and this True Type font button will be where vector is right here. But once you get Stitch Artist 2 or 3, you'll have that vector button. So I'm going to click that, and it's in downloads. And that's not the one I want. All right. Well, let me stop sharing that. That didn't work, did it? Thank you, Kai. You're very thoughtful. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Okay. We're going to present and share screen again. And I want to go to Canvas Workspace and share. All right, that was the scan and cut transfer. This is what I want, the C, the E, and the R. So let me just download this now and download to PC. Okay, it's in my downloads folder now. All right, so let me stop sharing that. And let's go back to Embrilliance now. Yeah, you guys do a hashtag Power Tools. For a giveaway, I have a cute little cross trainer pattern, from It's So Emma by the Fat Quarter Shop. I want to thank the Fat Quarter Shop for supporting this channel. They send me stuff to give to you, and that's very nice. Fat Quarter Shop is an online quilt shop, essentially, and they have everything, and I love them. And if you're not a subscriber to their blog or their newsletters, please do that. And check their flash sale every day. It changes at 8 a.m. So you can get off this channel and jump over there and see what's for sale every day, right? I also have Cat's Meow by Sean Wallace for Riley Blake. This is a little charm pack, 5-inch squares. Charm packs are for Moda, right? So I love the Fat Quarter Shop too. Love them. They're wonderful. Oh, they're doing another Liberty box. Yeah. And those are always a lot of fun. I need to link to it for sure. But I've got a link to Fat Quarter Shop below. Matter of fact, you can click on the, what I'm working on right now is the how to build a scarecrow. Here's the kit. Okay. I've got a link to that scarecrow thing. You click on that, you'll go into the Fat Quarter Shop. I don't know if the Liberty box, if you can reserve it yet. You should be able to. I don't know. I don't remember the dates they told me. You already got your reservation for that one. Good. Awesome. Okay. So yes, you can please use my link and get over to the Fat Quarter Shop. And you can reserve your Liberty box. You guys, those are so fun. They send you the cutest little stuff. You don't know what it is, but you always get a pattern and some fabric and a notion, and a lot of fun, So good. You can reserve it. Now my dates, it's like, oh, also too, don't forget, if you have finished quilts, the quilt drive is being sponsored by Yeah Quilting out of Las Vegas. And the drive is June 15th to August 15th. But if you want to send it now, it's fine. They are accepting finished quilts, and they will go to the Needy in Alaska. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Do not send them to me. You can send them to Las Vegas. Now, if you're close to St. George, Utah, you can also drop them off at Scrap Apple Quilts in St. George. So just want to let you guys know that. And then also they've got another shop in Alaska that you can give them to. But anyway, so I just wanted to tell you guys that too. Got to promote, right? Okay. Back to Embrilliance. Did I see all brands in California move to a bigger store with larger classrooms? Heidi, if there's an all brands, that's not my all brands. That's not mine. Sewing Machines Plus is in California. I work with them, but the all brands that I work with, they're out of Louisiana. They have 7 stores in Louisiana and Texas. Or is it 8 now? Because they put one in Bossier City. Okay. So let me go to present, share screen, and window, and Embrilliance, and share. All right, let's try this again, shall we? So I'm going to go to Vector and Downloads. There's that untitled. There it is. I'll tell it open. Okay. Easy peasy, you guys. Look up here in the Objects panel. It says .fcm, so we know this is a graphic. This is not an embroidery design today. So I want to click on this, right? Select all, because I want to do the same thing to all these pieces. And I'm going to click on the applique stitch right here. It looks like a backwards E. Ta-da! And it has turned them all into applique. And you can see that here in the properties box, because now each one of them has applique position and a final stitch. And let's see, I want all of them. I want to make sure. So stitch length is 2.5, which looks fine. And stitch width is 3. Okay. So I need these to be separate embroidery designs from each other, because I don't want them to stitch like that on my background fabric, obviously. So I'm going to select the E, and over here on the screen, I'm going to right click, copy, and new, right click and paste. Okay. And I'm going to file. You can't see these menus. This is what I was talking about. I want to save just the stitch file. I don't need to do anything to it. And I will call it SC-E, enter. Okay. So now I have saved it to as an embroidery file. So on that drop-down menu, it says you can save stitch and working. The working file is something you can go back to and edit later, right? or you can, and then, or just the working file or just the stitch file. So I just need to save the stitch file. Nothing to this, right? Let me go back to the other one and click, and let's do the R and right click and copy. And I'm going to go to a new, right click and paste. Okay. And file, save stitch file, and SC-R. I'm saving these to my USB because it's easier for me to just take the USB, all three of them at one time. Okay. And then go back. And what I'm going to do here is I'm with the R is highlighted. I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard, and the E I'm going to hit delete, and the C I'm going to turn that into a stitch file. File, save stitch file as SC-C. Now I'm being lazy here, you guys. Normally, whoop. Oh, do I want to replace it? No, I don't need to save this because I saved it last time for the first C. Okay. So I'm going to do a new, and I want to show you something important. Okay. I'm just going to, you guys can't see this. I'm going to go down to where I save these, and I'm going to use the E. This is the PES file. So this is the embroidery file. Okay. This E, it is straight because you can see the handles. Okay. It looks okay. I'm totally fine with that, I think. Am I? I'm going to rotate it in the machine. But one of the things I wanted to show y'all. Okay. I'm going to get back into Stitch Artist. Now let's pretend, right, that the little stitches for the E were pointing the wrong direction. That happens, okay? So how you fix that? Let me show you. You come up here to Stitch Artist, and I want to select, is it in here? No, it's not in here. It's in here. You got to do it in the graphic file. Let me show you guys. I'm going to hold down the space bar and drag my screen. Okay. See that red dot right there? That's like a start and stop kind of thing. You can grab that red dot. Let me see if I can grab it. And you can, no. Where is that at that you can do that? You can open this up. That is the start. Let me see. Create outline. Yeah, create outline. Open outline. Did I mean to do that? No. There's a way to fix that. I've shown you guys before too, and I can't remember how I did. I know you can do it here. So you grab it here and you can open this up. And then, because that's on a tie in and tie out. And that's what I thought this was right here, was a tie in and tie out. And it doesn't look like it. Because when you open it up like that, then you can go create, design, or outline, reverse points. See, and that puts them the other way. It thinks this is all one line. Ah, I understand. I'd have to take this part, the inner part, make it its own design, and then do that to it. And then what you do is you can just grab it and put it back. Right? Looks like a porcupine now. That's funny. Okay. So that's how you do that. All right. So It was the Houston store moved. Yes. All Brands Houston store. I need to go check out. I haven't been over there in a while. So I need to go check that out. Okay. Abort mission. Fail favor. Abort. So I believe it's piece number 9 in this the shapes. So simple shapes is the inside of that E. If your pieces were, if your little points were pointing inward instead of outward, so you would change that into its own embroidery design, reverse points like that, and then save it as a PES and bring it in and merge that little part into the E. That's what you would do. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's sew, shall we? So I'm going to take my USB. Yeah, that was you. That's right. Yeah, you were stuck on the design and you, okay, it worked. Yeah. Yeah, when you've got something where it just isn't looking right, save it as its own embroidery design, the parts and pieces of it, and then it'll straighten out. Okay, let me turn this so you don't have huge glare. Hello, Darla. I still have this. I need to know what thread color I need. The R is next, and that is a green, our little green fabric. Hold on. What do I need? That one will work. That works good. That works best. I like this one. Let me see. Yep, that'll work. Okay. This is my life, you guys. Making the sausage. That's a term I learned in the military world. Don't tell me how to make the sausage or how to make the watch. Just tell me what time it is. I don't need to know how you made the watch. Okay, but when you're watching all the little stuff, let's see. Okay, twisting this. And then there. Okay. All right, we are good to go. Good to go. Good to go. Yeah, it's only 7:39. We have plenty of time. This thing has a little light on it too, so you can see when the files are in use. That's cool. I like that. If the lights flash and don't, pull the USB. That's handy. That's why that little eject, they tell you to eject them. You don't have to eject them if you don't have to do that eject if you've got the light. If it's not blinking, it's fine to take it out. Okay, we're going to go to embroidery and the pocket for memory and my USB. I need the R. I'm going to set it and I'm going to edit and rotate 90, a little bit more. It's kind of crooked. I should have straightened it up on the software. It's fine. Makes it a little more charming, right? All right. I need to move it way down here. I'm going to pull it way down here and see. We'll go to embroidery. Ah, pretty good. I need my W. Oh, no, it was rotated the right way the first time. Let me go back to layout because I've got my thing rotated. There we go. That is correct. Move. Now, if you weren't here when I stitched these the other day, because we ran late, I'm going to show you the trick to ironing these is to turn your iron on. But the trick to ironing these on is make it so that you can see half of that placement line underneath the edge of the fabric. That's the trick. You don't want to be completely over the placement line and you don't want to be short of it either. So yeah, Bernadette, that's the key to getting those That looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me, oh gosh, you guys, I was sewing on Candyland, and I had this much to go on my last seam. Lost it, bobbin chicken. Not that big of a deal for me because I make bobbins 10 at a time, but I sat there going, no. And I see you guys talk about it all the time. I was like, yep. I just said that yesterday. Happens to the best of us. I'm right there with you, sister. All right, so let's do our placement line, shall we? Yeah, this will look good. Should have put a pin over here too. Do I find that the shapes stretch a little when I iron them? No. And so there's a couple of techniques to not stretching them. And one of them is when you take them off the mat with the scraper, to use like a scraping a pizza off a pan method as opposed to lifting and pulling. You don't want to do that. And then, let me put my phone over here and get it out of my way. So yeah, I'm fixing to do that now. Let me roll this. Let me get this where you guys can see what I'm doing. Did I just eyeball it? No, ma'am. I did put a crosshair on my fabric. Okay. I centered I folded that fabric piece, because these are different pieces of fabric. See, they're seamed. They're different pieces. That's what the pattern calls for. So on this piece, I creased it, and then so when you take these off the mat, I could easily lift it, but I don't want to stretch it. So that's how, easy, right? Put that back or I'll lose it. Okay. I'm leaving my stuff on the mat because I have a tendency to put them places and forget where I put them. All right. This is a Steady Betty that's sitting on top of my little 3-tiered cart from Amazon. It's a 13 by 17 Steady Betty. Now you guys can't see this one because it's pretty light stitching. So I'll show you on the next one when I use a little bit darker thread and you can see it. But I'm placing this so that I can just see half of that stitch line. I mean, I don't want it over and I don't want it shy. All right. And if you're ever doing this and you see little bubbles in the fabric, just kind of put the iron on it right on that bubble. And you'd be surprised. It will lay down right where you want it. So what I do is I'll iron the outside ends first to get those pieces exactly where I want those. And then the rest of this will see, I've kind of got, I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit of a bubble there, but it'll go down and it's perfect. There's a trick to the ironing, you guys. It's a skill unto itself. If you iron it incorrectly, your blanket stitches won't be in the right, I mean, they'll be in the right place, but it won't look right on your fabric. Hold on, let me put this back. This is so much fun, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love doing this. This is my idea of embroidery or quilting. Applique. This is my idea of applique. There it goes. Move out of the way, Mr. Scanley. Scan and cut. Coffee. Does my placement trick applied to designs or just the ones made with Snapplique? I think just the ones made, well, I would do that with all designs. I didn't get my drink. Perfecto. I don't know if you can see it. I'll do the next one a little bit darker so you can see it. All right. Now, AR, I got to do the E. That's in red. You'll be able to see that one pretty good. Okay. Let me tell it okay. Back to home. Okay. Embroidery. Pocket. This is why I did 3 different designs. My E set. I need to rotate it. Yep. Embroidery. I need the crosshair so I can put it where it needs to go. Layout. Move. Love that. Love it, love it. Oh, I need to change my thread color, right? Yes. Tell it okay. And my red. Oh. Red, red, red. Pat Sloan says, everything red. Red, red, red. Let's see. Oh, my aqua needs to go back. I don't have any room for it. Okay. The red, the red. Too dark. Perfect. Let's do this. Yeah, that was a decision. I did chicken salad all in like a really light tan color, and it looked real cute. It all just worked out. But this one, I just said no. But those fabrics were lighter in tone or value or whatever that is. I'm not good with that kind of stuff, you guys. I have to watch Karen Brown from Just Get It Done Quilts and listen to her color theory chat, and it kind of rolls over me, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what she's talking about. Oh, I need my open my tension discs. There we go. Okay. Let's do the E. Yeah, you don't want to spell that wrong. You have to be taking those pieces apart. How many we got? 742 are watching. Thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate your stopping by this morning. Explain my process on the background and marking. Several are asking. Tammy, okay. So what I did on my backgrounds was exactly what the pattern called for. It wanted you to use the E shape and also cut a piece of background fabric. And I did that, okay? So then before I sewed all of these background pieces together, like what you would do with the quilt is you would make each square individually with the letter, right? And then you'd sew all your squares together, or your background pieces. So what I did was sew them, before I sewed them together, I folded each piece into quarters, and I just creased the horizontal and the vertical fold in the center. And then I took an iron away marker, a friction marker, not a pen, took an iron away marker and drew a crosshair on that fold. That's how I did that. So that's how I marked these. Okay. All right. Then I just pinned the back. I just pinned this. I'm floating it in my 10 by 16 embroidery hoop from the magnetic hoop from Designs and Machine Embroidery. All right, let's get in here. I'm going to show you guys how I iron these on. And, oh, hold on a second. I need to get this off. When you start to remove these, try not to start on a corner, okay? Because you can bend them up. Nice and easy. All right. I like to start on a side somewhere. Okay. That'll work. Okay. So what I do is I start on the little ends and I will place this so I can just barely see the placement line under the edge of the fabric. Barely place it. And then tap that. Oh, hush. So finicky. Let me move this so that my letters on my name are not in the way on the screen. So I can just barely see this on both of these edges right here. Okay. See how I can just barely see that? There's the thread line. I can just barely see it. I don't want it over it and I don't want it short. I want it where I can just see it. And it helps to just kind of tack the corners down a little bit. Also, when the fabric is warm, you can massage it into place a little bit as well. Okay. Now see how I've got a little bit, see that little bubble? That's okay. I'm going to just make sure that it knows where I want it to be and use the heat to press it down and it will relax and go where I want it to. And then you can, like I can see the edge here. I can't see the edge over here. So I'm just going to rub it just a little bit where it's warm and push that so I can see that edge. Had a little bit of a bubble and now I don't. And it's right where it needed to be. Okay. All right. So there's your lesson on ironing. That's how I do that. Okay. Let's see if I'm full of it. Making sure I have enough bobbin. I don't need that drama in the middle of a letter, do I? Okay. I love my cute little iron too. It's a Cricut iron. Love it. I don't like the Cricut cutting machine because I'm not a vinyl crafter. But I love their little irons. I've got all of their irons. Ooh, man. I'm really good at blanket stitching. Yeah, I love this camera. I can get in really close. You're welcome, Mary. Mm-hmm. Rhett says she just learned that our brother machines slow down when a brother magnetic hoop is being used, but not so with the dime. You know, if you need to, I mean, that's cool. I'm sorry, what's your question? Does the iron-on backing change the feel of the quilt? You're not crazy about stiff quilt blocks that are not comfy to snuggle under. You will feel a little bit. It's not stiff like Heat and Bond Ultra, okay? This is still, it feels like applique. Imagine if you washed it, you wouldn't feel it at all. Let me take a look here and see what happened. Mm-hmm. In we go. There you go. Let me hold it. Focus. Can you guys see? Look at the edge. It's trying to focus you guys there. It was too close. There it is. Perfect, perfect. Love. Can you see the blanket stitches? It is perfect. That's why it's so important to iron properly, y'all. So important. That matters. I got blanket stitching down. I know, Candace. Mm-hmm. Happy dance, Vicky says. Yay! It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I could not do that on the domestic. It would not be that good. It just changes your world, you guys. I'm going to tell it okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I know. I wish it was cordless. Oh my gosh. That would be amazing if my iron was cordless. Let's go back home. Tell it okay. Embroidery. And USB. And the C again. SCAREC. Yeah. I gotta make sure I spell it right. And set. Edit. Rotate. 90. That way. Okay. And let me move it up here. Over here. We'll move it up there. Tell it okay. Embroidery. A little too far. I'm going to go layout. Move. And down. There's a little bug. Go away, bug. Dang thing. This is a converted 2-car garage, you guys, and the front door is right there. So every once in a while, we get a wayward little critter. You guys have heard me squeal on spiders. One more. Happy. All right, thread. Are we getting close? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Let's do the giveaway, you guys. We'll do the giveaway now. Last call for hashtag Power Tools. Okay, and I want to thank Fat Quarter Shop for sponsoring the little, it is called Cross Trainer by It's So Emma for the Fat Quarter Shop. And Cat's Meow, US shipping only, please, you guys. I will have a worldwide giveaway on my Sunday live. Okay, so let's go do that. Share screen. I need my giveaway tool and tell it share. 482 entries. Ready, set, go. Yay. Ann Jenkins. Congratulations, Ann. That's wonderful. Awesome. Good for you. I love it. Love it. Oh, this is where I wanted to be. Wonderful. Congratulations, Ann. Send me an email, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com, and provide your mailing address, and I will get this right out to you. Okay. Good for you, Anne. I'm glad you were here. Thank you. All right. This has been fun, you guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I appreciate it. On your way out the door, please hit the thumbs up button. It's right there on the side, and subscribe, and then we can spend more time together. Okay. And if you're not getting notifications, there's a bell, click it, and they will make sure that you know when I go live. Okay. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see y'all on Monday. Bye. Go sew something.